not going to say a revenue number, but if you're giving them 90% of their income, it's rough. There's not a lot of people that do that because our crew, the one that's been with us for the longest, we've never even come close to the majority of their actual income. Like, not even close. We're probably around, I don't know, 15 or 20% of their income.
Hmm.
And it keeps us really busy the same way. It keeps like they're very appreciative. We love the relationship that we have. There's no reason for us to have employees for the quantity of roofs that we're selling. Like zero reason.
Yeah.
So
And in our
for most
market,
people, it won't affect most people. The production side, but the
right.
sales side, people don't understand the labor burden of payroll tax and
Yeah.
workers comp they're having to pay for that. Like the sales reps are going to have to get paid like significantly less money
Yes.
to make it worth it. Like there's no way. There's literally the burden of that sales rep for the company is going to be between 45% and 60% more. Let's just say $100,000 of commission. It's going to cost the company around 45 to 60,000 extra dollars to keep that person on. At least that's just like a round number. Like people don't realize that payroll cost is enormous. If you have to provide trucks for them, all the administration stuff,
Yeah.
and you're paying for all that, like it could be double what
Yeah.
you have been used to paying that person. That the money that's leaving the entity of your business could be close to double by converting them from 1099 to W-2. It's a really, really big deal, and the sales reps will suffer because the
Right.
companies won't be able to be profitable, so they'll go out of business if they don't reduce that compensation plan in a very significant way.
And then where's the cost of the roof
Yeah.
go?
Yep.
Up.
And so then the customer loses too because
Hmm.
the cost of the roof goes higher. But even then, the company makes less profit so that they're less viable. I talk about this a lot. If you don't make profit, you can't keep your promises. You can't keep your promises for your warranty for your homeowners, to your crews, to your suppliers. If you don't make enough profit, you will go out of business. And so everyone loses in this situation. Like I don't really see there's definitely abuse that happens, but it's not in the benefit of all of the parties involved.
Yeah. In our market, if you're not roofing, you're plowing. A lot of guys have plows on their trucks this time of year, or
Mm-hmm.
they will do something, they'll go do like a Walmart parking lot or something, and they'll be doing that. So that's like how much percentage of their work is that they're diverting into earning on that rather than roofing. But yeah, it's a great conundrum you're kind of stuck in at the meantime until you really figure it out, or we get, cases where people are made an example of, and it's like, okay, this is how it's going to go next time because the law is there, but until it's actually enforced and tried and every like the evidence and the data and all of that is actually submitted and reviewed, you kind of just don't know what's going to happen. So it'll be very interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah. It's not, and there's so much. So like the beneficial ownership thing, I don't think it's a law. I think it was just sort of a mandate um by I can't remember, like the Treasury, I think. You guys know what I'm talking about? The beneficial ownership registrations for bank accounts for businesses.
Don't know.
No.
So this was about 3 or 4 months ago. And maybe I don't maybe you guys haven't done it. But it's something you have to like go back now for. It's not for the bank accounts, for your business. If you have to register as an individual that you are the primary beneficial owner of the business. They're trying to avoid like shell companies. They're trying to get
Yeah.
transparency and get people to, because there's all these companies that have no actual people assigned to them. They're just
Right.
like owned by another company. So they're
Yeah.
they're trying to force all of those people to like claim ownership of those entities or let them dissolve. And so everyone's freaking out about it. But then like and don't make business decisions off what I'm about to say because I don't 100% know that this is true. But I was just reading an article about how um, it was challenged and put on hold recently in some way. And so I feel like this when there's this much when there's a lot of uproar about something, it's like you got to kind of let it run its course and people figure it out, because it could very easily get challenged and redacted. If
Yeah.
there's, because it's like if there's a bunch of people angry about it, one side of the political spectrum will be like, oh, I'll help you guys out because I want your votes, right? So it's hard to say until you let it play its course a little bit.
Yeah, it's like from a business owner's standpoint, from our perspective, it's very frustrating because now it kind of scrambles all of our ideas and how everything is structured. But from like the political standpoint, it's like they have no idea what they're doing to us. It's very, why didn't you come talk to us first? That kind of feeling, because this
Yeah.
is
And
really going to
it's
screw
just
us up.
hurting the homeowner. The homeowners that say, well, wait, you use subcontractors? Like we had a homeowner get really mad at us the other day
Yeah,
because they thought that we had employees. We've never insinuated it. We not ever, never, never. We were very careful about that.
yeah,
They don't realize how expensive their roof will be
yeah,
if we had employees. Like there are people around. There's actually a company, I don't know if they're still in business. It's called Clean Cut Roofing. It's in Texas. And they brag about how they have employees. Same with Eustis Roofing in North Carolina. They're great companies. They're amazing. You have to be a pretty large company to make that work.
yeah,
To be worth it.
There's no way around that. You cannot function. You don't have enough revenue and profit to actually generate and get discounts on insurance. Like just to insure a vehicle as an
yeah,
individual from a business perspective, if you have a fleet of 10 vehicles, it's much, much more affordable. That's just the vehicle part. Then everything else, I mean, it's like it's a tenth of the cost of an individual buying, me and you buying a vehicle for our business is so much cheaper if you have a medium to large size roofing business. And you can actually do it then. If you
yeah.
don't have that capital and that size of business and the lead flow, it's just the finances don't make sense at all to have employees.